as the visitors, Lebanon in their home whites trimmed in blue. Lebanon coming off a big win on the road on Tuesday night. That was preceded by that thrilling 56-55 win over Shelbyville right here at Campbell Brandon Gymnasium a week ago. Now we're going to get the starting lineups from the PAs. And for Mount Juliet and Tim Bell's ball club will be Chad Withrow, along with Withrow in the starting lineup will be Myron Thompson, Jake Mingledorf,
number 24,
Darrell Keckler,
number 32,
and rounding out the starting five will be Josh Whips, a bit of a surprise for...
Well, they're not a big team, Lynn, but they can fill it up and they can gun it. And Blue Devils should have the advantage on the boards. Mount Juliet should have the advantage in experience.
Keckler for Mount Juliet. With Matt Vaughn, who will run the point for the Savannah Huddle ball club. He's going by Malcolm Lemieux.
Introductions anyway.
Jason Snyder, rather. Ryan Johnson, and rounding out the starting five this evening will be Jason Beal. So Lebanon goes with Beal, Lanier, Johnson, Snyder, and Vaughn tonight as they'll match up with Keckler, Mingledorf, Dobson, Withrow, and Whip. Should be a great one in this nightcap. Lebanon left to right here in the opening half. Mount Juliet works right to left as you look into the radio dial. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcast in the first game. A lot more action yet to follow as the two teams exchange handshakes, probably for the final time tonight. And it'll be Keckler jumping center with Jason Beagle. And here to bring you the call of this big matchup, the voice of the Blue Devils. Here is Clyde Carver.
All right, Beadle at 6'3", Keckler at 6'6", and we're ready to play ball here at Lebanon High School's Campbell Brandon Gymnasium. It's in the air. Keckler hits it back to Nips, and the Bears will control. We're just underway at Lebanon High School. Nips over the timeline, picked up with Manier, goes to Dobson, out on the wing on the right side to Keckler. Keckler drops it underneath. Mount Juliet almost lost it out of bounds. Here's Dobson. And a push and foul going to be connected to Matt Vaughn underneath, trying to shove Dobson away from turning and making the shot underneath. Out of bounds foul. Mount Juliet will put it in play. Working to the basket to your left. Keckler looks inside, wide open, beating the Lebanon defense. Dobson gets the bucket. And a double team in backcourt. Lebanon throws it away. Fortunately, Mount Juliet hit it first, or hit it last. Manier, bounce pass to Johnsey. Johnsey looks for somebody, gets in trouble, gets it to Vaughn. Vaughn to Johnsey. To Manier. Manier at the free throw line, hacked at. Mount Juliet going to knock it loose and take it away. Nips with it, far side to Dobson. Dobson around the top of the key. Keckler wanted to go three, didn't do it. Falls into and moves under and draws the foul from Beadle. And Keckler will go to the free throw line. Well, I thought he'd go to the free throw line for two, but they're going to make it an out-of-bounds foul. One on Beadle, two team fouls on Lebanon. Keckler outside to Nips. Nips looks for somebody to go to. Nips, here's Dobson from the wing for a three, and he's got it. And it's Dobson 5, Lebanon nothing, and Dobson going to be pushing it. Malcolm Manier coming down the sideline, and Lebanon will put it in play. Blue Devils haven't had a shot at the basket yet. And we've played a minute. 5-0 Bears. Johnsy inbounds toss to Vaughn. Lebanon will bring it down. Blue Devils working to the basket to your right. Vaughn gets it over the timeline. Bounce past Manier. He's got a road to the bucket. Here's Beadle with a layup. No good. Tapped out on the rebound control by Dobson. And here come the Bears. Dobson at the free throw line. Stops with a 10-footer. Banked it off the glass. Good. Myron Dobson filling it up for the Bears. Has his ball club out front 7-0. Vaughn down court, moving it over the timeline, lost it. Beadle got it. Beadle walked. No, he's going to be held by Withrow. Chad Withrow got him on the arm. Dobson all 7 of the Bears' points. And Mount Juliet out to a 7-0 start. Lob outside, Malcolm Manier. Johnsy in the corner. And Walking going to be charged on Johnson, trying to get around Keckler on the far side.
Well, not the kind of start Lebanon wanted. They find themselves down by 7 and an uphill battle. We've only played a minute and a half.
Boy, Dobson is on fire here in the early going for the Bears. Nips over the timeline. Works it off Keckler on the right side. Back outside, Nips to Keckler. Open, didn't take the 3. Here's Dobson. He'll gun the 3 from the top of the key. It's off. No good. Rebound. No good. Keckler taps. No good. Got it again. Keckler puts it up, no good, and Snyder clears the boards for the Blue Devils. Vaughn down court, long feed to Beadle. Got it in the corner, and Beadle lost it out of bounds. I think it'll belong to Lebanon. Across the way, Nips touched it last. Mount Juliet defense really pressuring the Blue Devils. They're going to really have to watch their ball handling. To Vaughn. Vaughn looks for somebody to go to. Lebanon not getting a lot of movement. Here it is to Beadle, and he lays it in. Beadle with a good catch. Almost threw that one away, but Beadle made a good catch and laid it in left-handed. 7-2. Bears by 5, and they've got the ball, and will bring it down. Nips to Keckler. Keckler moving it over the timeline. Gets double team. Bounce past Dobson in the corner. Comes to Keckler out front. Keckler to Dobson. Back to Keckler. Keckler driving at the free throw lane. Kicks it out. Withrow in the corner. Here's Mingledorf. No good. Rebound. Manier. Check that. Not Mingledorf. It is Josh Nips making the shot from the corner. Lebanon works outside Vaughn between the rings. Matt Vaughn will jump it from the top of the circle. Off, no good. Rebound picked up. Mingledorf in the middle. Kicks it out. Withrow. Keckler on the wing on the right side. Darrell Keckler, and here's Mingledorf's 3. That's no good. Manier's got the rebound for the Blue Devils. Lebanon can pull to within 1, or with 3 with a bucket. They trail by 5, 7-2 here in the early going. Vaughn outside working against Nips. Vaughn going to try to take it all the way under. Got a whistle underneath. 3-second lane violation, I think, on Lebanon.
And that's 3 early turnovers against Lebanon, and Taylor going to be in.
Lebanon now with a 22nd timeout. We'll just keep it here. 4:30 to play in the opening period. Lynn, the Bears away to a great start on the shooting of Myron Dobson.
And a very unusual thing that you don't see often in high school basketball, where you got your post player that moves out to the wing and Darrell Keckler to run the offense, and then they float him along the baseline. But it's, as you said, been Myron Dobson here early, who has all 7 points for the Bears and a 5-point Mount Juliet lead.
And the Bears will have it in backcourt. Josh Nips will make the inbounds toss. Does so to Mingledorf, and they'll bring it down. Mingledorf back to Nips. 7-2 game. Bears on top. Mingledorf's got it in the offensive end. Back to Nips on the right side. Withrow was open down on the baseline, but nobody saw him. Lebanon now going into kind of a shuffling zone. Here's Dobson out front to Nips. Nips back to Dobson. He'll gun that 3 from the wing. Good. Dobson again with a 3 from the right side. And it's a 10-2 ball game. Blue Devils are down by 9 and are bound by 8. Make a big turnover. Here's Dobson in the lane. We'll bring it outside. Get it to Nips. Left side. Here's Mingledorf with a 3. Good. And the Bears going to shoot the Blue Devils right out of this thing here early. 13-2, an 11-point lead. 3:47 to go in quarter 1. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
There's a couple from Dobson, another from Mingledorf, and Dobson has 10 here in the first quarter. 13-2 Mount Juliet.
Well, if the Blue Devils don't come up with something, Lynn, here, they're going to get out of this thing before the game starts. Johnsey will make the inbounds toss, so does to Malcolm Manier. To Johnsey, over to Vaughn, over to Porterfield. Get it right there in a minute. Doug Porterfield in the ball game now for the Blue Devils at the point. Porterfield to Johnsey on the wing on the right side. Taylor at the post. Johnsey with a three. In and out. No good. Rebound with throw down low for the Bears. They lead 13-2 and have the ball. Mingledorf on the left wing. Dobson open on the baseline. Sliding under there and gets killed. But I think they got him. But that's, if you're going to do the foul when they're going up for the shot, that's the way to do it. Make sure they don't get the roll and the free throw. Dobson will go to the free throw line for 2.
Johnsey charged with the foul, and Dobson can add to his 10-point total and the 11-point Mount Juliet lead.
Dobson free throw is good, and it's 14-2, and the Blue Devils are down by 12. Vaughn comes back in. Porterfield goes out for the Blue Devils. Myron Dobson at the free throw line. Looks it over, fires it up, off, no good. Taylor with a rebound for the Blues. Here's Johnsey driving to Taylor. His layup is good, and he's fouled. Nice move by the big guy, Andrew Taylor. Lynn took it to the hoop like you want to see him do. Got the roll and will go to the free throw line.
And got the second foul on Withrow, and that was a good move. You like to see that, Clyde, from especially your post player. He didn't put the ball on the floor. He just took it right onto the hole, got the bucket, and drew the foul. Maybe that will break the ice for the Blue Devils.
Andrew Taylor, good free throw shooter at the free throw line for the Blue, trying to complete a three-point play, and don't. It rolls off. Keckler with the rebound. Over to Dobson. Ricky Steeken in the ball game now, replacing Withrow. Keckler with it out front. Keckler working against Vaughn. Goes right side to Mingledorf. Mingledorf back to Keckler. He was open for a moment. Will take a 2 and hit it. And he's going to be fouled by Johnsey, I believe. If it is, that's 2 quick ones on Johnsey. No, it isn't. It's a push underneath by Beadle, I believe.
Keckler gets the bucket and Beadle gets the foul. That's 2
and
on
now Juliet gets the ball and a chance for a 3 or for a 4 or 5 point play or more. Keckler will make the inbounds toss. Brings it outside to Mingledorf. 16-4 game. Down on the baseline. The Bears also have Josh Bird in the ball game. Here's Mingledorf underneath. Gets it outside to Steeken, and here's the big one, and Porter, or rather Taylor, comes down with it. Nice save by Beadle on the baseline. Malcolm Manier open from 10, in and out, no good. Taylor had the rebound, lost it. Picked up by Dobson, 1-on-4 break, and Dobson will hold it up and wait for the rest of the Bears. Bring it outside to Mingledorf, right side to Keckler. Keckler off in the corner to Steeken. Steeken outside. Beadle got a hand on it, almost got it, but Keckler with it. Down low, here's Dobson with the layup, good. 18 points. How many did Dobson have? 14 of them?
6, 10, 12, 13.
Lebanon working. Beadle to the bucket. 8-foot jumper, no good. And a turnaround jumper underneath, no good. And a walk. And Coach Bell livid across the way. He thought Johnsey was over the back.
I think he had a beef.
I think he was right. Lebanon will get the ball. Johnsey will make the inbound toss. Blue Devils trying to fight back here. Vaughn working. Lobs it to Johnson. Or rather to Johnsey. Left-handed layup, no good. Foul is good. Johnsey cuts it to a 12-point margin, 18-6. Blue Devils with a horrible first quarter. And you can attribute most of that to the Bears. Long feed, and they're going to lose it out of bounds.
Well, sort of a lazy.
Couldn't hold the basketball. Ricky Steeken, a little lazy pass, and he made a little effort to get to it. And at the last moment saw it was too late, and it went over his head. Vaughn right side to Johnsey. Back in front to Vaughn for the Blue Devils. Working to the basket to your right. Johnsey open for 3 on the left wing. Good! And the Blue Devils have cut it to 9. 18-9 as Johnsey hits the three on the wing on the right side. Now Juliet will bring it down. 1:03 remaining in the opening period.